What's up? What's up? Hello, everybody. Hope everybody is having a wonderful evening. The King's Maid, what's going on? Yours truly, Ani. How you doing, Yasina? What's up, Jimmy On, aka Glitchy Thumbs? Lula is working well. Well, that's what I'm testing right now. I changed some settings. I'm hoping I can get a much cleaner stream. What's up, Lulu? Thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get a cleaner signal. Lula. Yep, I'm streaming on Lula. I'm testing two things. I'm testing my microphone. Let me know how my mic audio sounds. Last time I tried to use this, they had a loud buzzing in my mic. Hey, don't come on here because you're not allowed to be on screen under a certain age. What's up? Yeah, yeah. Not bad. Yeah, yeah. You know how TikTok is with kids streaming. It sounds good. Audio sounds good. There's like a weird buzzing, and it was weird because it would only happen after I would be talking for a couple seconds. So like you'd be hearing it right now if it was happening, like a kind of like a persistent buzz or a hum. You got a viral video. Congrats, Ish. What's up, Karen? There's a slight muffle. Interesting. I'm also testing. I got this kind of shock mount kind of setup. You pronounce my name correctly. People usually get it wrong. Oh, cool. Yeah, I used to coach one of the girls on my, oh boy, Corbin. One of the girls was named Anya on my daughter's softball team where I was coaching. Spelled the same way. What's up, T? So far, so good on the stream. Slight muffle. I'm wondering about that slight muffle. I mean, it's not the best quality mic in the world. I mean, that could totally be it. Slight muffle. Look at the muffle, dude. Was she Armenian? No. American. What's up, Kyle? What did I think about the movement today? The movement. What do you mean the movement? He's talking about that black. What is that black fist about? I still don't even know. What's up, Dizzy? What's my day job? I own a digital marketing company called SEO, and we help a lot of smaller and medium-sized businesses with their SEO. So we help them get higher up on Google, basically. And there's reasons. The black movement. It was on CNN. The black movement. All right, let me see. The black movement. TikTok. Do I type in TikTok? Is that a TikTok thing or is it just like a thing? TikTokers stand in solidarity with black creators to protest censorship. Interesting. 2020 TikTok blackout, a peaceful virtual protest. Interesting. Did y'all notice that I mentioned? Okay, maybe it was coincidence, but I mentioned when I was talking about the new CEO of TikTok that I was hoping that we were gonna go. Now that we have an American running TikTok, that the levels of censorship hopefully will decline. Because, but whether or not it's racistly motivated, I do think there is political and religious censorship, which I don't know. I think it probably should be less censored than it is. Corbin's watching Magic Mike. Nice. Minimum time length for a TikTok. What is it? 3 seconds? I don't know if I recommend 3 seconds, but I think I think 3 seconds is the minimum, or maybe 2. What's up, Marissa? Is privating videos bad? It could be. Probably not. What do I think about the transracial movement? Oh, we're talking about the black movement? Am I playing Rocket League? No, I'm not playing anything right now. The recommended minimum I recommend is 8 seconds. Well, my streaming seems to be holding up pretty well. Do I want to play? Kinda. You deleted 4. If you deleted 4 videos, um, first question is why. You know, certain situations it's good to delete videos. Other situations it's probably bad. I usually will private before deleting. What's up, Jelly? Paul McGregor asks, "What's my thoughts on how many daily posts?" I go with 4, 4 per day, as long as you can do good quality, or if not more. Dude, look how many I'm doing a day. It's way more than 4. My favorite marketing book. Oh man, I've read a bunch of books, so it's hard to think of my favorite. Really the best book to read is the one that is the thing that you're struggling with the most. So I would go with like something specific for email marketing if that's what you're struggling with, or LinkedIn if that's what you're struggling with. And then you've got Gary Vee, who has some really good books about just higher level stuff. Of course, he skews towards social. James asked, "Is it better to post consistently one time a day or multiple times a day but not as consistent?" Well, I would say multiple times a day, but not as consistent. No worries, y'all. I just came on at the last second. Does it affect when you delete a video? I think it could. All right, I'm checking out this black movement thing, seeing what it's all about because I didn't know what it was. So I'm loading up some kind of CNN article right now. All right, TikTokers stand in solidarity with black creators to protest censorship. So they're saying we are protesting the unfair censorship of black creators, like, comment, and follow for the algorithm. Unfair censorship of black creators. Lex Scott, who's the founder of Black Lives Matter, he said he did this because black creators are being silenced on TikTok and other social media platforms, and he sped up. Our videos are taken down and our accounts are banned when we speak against racism. And basically, it seems like he wants, I don't know, it seems like he's saying the algorithm is is basically the algorithm is racist. And it's one of those things that's kind of hard to prove whether or not it is, because it totally could be just driven by behavior, which I think the algorithm is probably 90 to 95% driven by actual behavior, and maybe there's something going on there. I don't really know, but if what he's saying is true here, where it says the accounts of actual racists should be taken down. And we've definitely seen some racist TikToks, right? I'm sure everybody here who's been on the platform for more than a couple months has seen some really, really racist stuff. TikTok admitted to it in the article. Okay, let me see what you're talking about. Because, well, they had a thing several months ago where an internal company document was leaked, and I don't remember seeing anything about a certain race, but they did say something about that. Let's just say overweight people, very overweight people. They said something about like poor people or just people who live in like kind of shoddy looking housing. They're gonna get suppressed. And then anybody like prone to bullying, which would be like mental and physical handicap type people, would be suppressed. And of course, that document was leaked, and then they got a lot of hate, and then they said, well, we're not going to do that anymore. And we've seen people with mental and physical disabilities do well. We've seen a lot of black and other race, let's just say minority races, do well on TikTok. um, so it's just one of those things that's kind of hard to prove. Like, are they still doing it? It's possible, but I don't know. It's like, how do you know if the protest was successful? But I think something you really can point your finger at is like, okay, well, if these people are creating obviously racist TikToks, yeah, they should get banned or suspended or whatever. And then let's just say a bunch of like racist people go and report somebody because of the color of their skin. Well, yeah, they should, in my opinion, they should also um, be punished for that. And then if somebody speaks up about that, they shouldn't be punished for that. So those are things that you can actually hang your hat on and like have some kind of proof about. I don't know. What do y'all think? Am I crazy? Uh, Call Me Ash says, if I private a video before deleting, I tease. Is that okay? Yeah, that's what I do. But I very rarely have to private a video, so I would wonder like, why are you privating a video? You probably don't need to be privating it. Ani says, I've been seeing the hashtag TikTok partner. Do you think these are sponsored posts by TikTok? No, it's probably just some person trying to become a partner. Yeah, they're probably using it like FYP. No, if your views don't go well, don't private it. Now, if they're so low, it's like, oh my god, this is horrible. Like 1 to 10 after like 24 hours, or even I don't know 6 hours, something like that. Now, where my account is right now, where I have a bunch of followers, I'll know within 10 minutes whether or not it's something's wrong. Like if I get 0 to 1 views, which almost never happens, but if I get 0 to 1 views after 10 minutes, I know it's time for me personally to re-upload that in a different way. Whether I private it doesn't really matter, because if I go to the website tiktok.com and find my account, I'll see that video is like under review, which means it's not publicly visible. Somebody asked Kobe versus Jordan, I think. I don't know, man. Tough call. How you doing, David? Paige says TikTok seems to only like one type of content I post. Should I make a different account to post the other? I would probably just the first thing I would ask is like how serious do you want to get? Because having a whole nother account is like a whole big it's like a whole like thing, right? It's not just having another account. And you can easily switch accounts, that's not it. Like if you want to get serious about the second account, you have to post to it every day. You have to check your analytics. You have to open up your like if you have a second account, you can't really DM from it because you can only have one account associated with your phone number. So the question is, like, how serious do you want to get about your second account? Just know that there's going to be some pains of doing it that way and some hoops you have to jump through. So if it's just something you want to dabble in or experiment with, I would just experiment on your main channel. Just keep 80% of your content on your niche for your target audience, the type of content they love, and then the other 20% just do whatever you want with that. So that's 4 posts in your niche, 1 post for whatever you want. And if you look at my channel today, you'll see this. Thank you, Marissa. So if you look at my channel today, I did a skateboard video. Obviously most of y'all are here because you like my TikTok tips. So, but you'll also see I did a skateboard video, just messing around on my board. And I think I did some other random video that just wasn't in my niche. Oh, video games, right? I have a gaming channel. It's Jeff Currett Gaming, and it's just kind of experiments that I've done. But I'd rather have that here because I know a lot more people will see it most likely, and it lets people into my life a little bit. Thanks, David. I think the most important video everybody here needs to see is the one I posted about 2 hours ago on my TikTok. It's just like probably the reason you're struggling to grow, or the reason you're not growing faster than you are. And basically what I said is you're not posting often enough. That goes for almost everybody who reaches out to me for help. There's certainly exceptions, but like it's a lot more rare to see somebody struggling when they're posting multiple times per day, every day. Cargo says, should a small non-VER business worry about copyrighted music? No, I wouldn't worry about it. I can't believe how well it's doing. So I changed some settings and it seems to be working pretty well. I'm pretty impressed. Let's see how we're looking on Twitch. Yeah, because Lula.tv has been a very frustrating experience for the last few weeks. But it seems to be working pretty well. Mark, good question. He says, do you think no matter how niche the content, it still has the potential to go big? Yes. Like there would have to be something massively appealing. Okay, let's just say hypothetically you're doing content for like I don't know. Yeah, it would have to have some kind of mass appeal because like let's just say you were making content for people who want to be a CPA and go to CPA school. Like what there could possibly appealing for like the majority of TikTok? Let's just say the average age of TikTok is 13, which I don't think anybody here would be surprised if that were the case. I don't know if it's true or not, but what in there could possibly be interesting to not just a couple 13-year-olds, but like most 13-year-olds? You know what I mean? You still give out the medals. Nice job, Trent. I still do it too. It's pretty fun. People like to see those. And what he's talking about, there's my old school fans know I did this. Maybe I should do another version of it, but what I do is I give out little emoji medals, first place, second place, and third place. Whenever somebody's first, second, or third, pretty good about it. I'm not perfect, but and then one thing I started doing when somebody says early, they comment early when they're early, I'll give them a little trophy, and I do try to engage for the first 30-ish minutes of after I post something. What am I doing? I'm just chilling. What are you up to? You got a medal once, David? Nice. Callum Ryan, that one Cal, says, hey, quick question. What would you recommend the best way is to find out what to charge for a promo? The best way or the easiest way? The easiest way is just start out really small for like $1, $2, $3. And then from there, every time you get a new promo, maybe charge a little bit more, until people start saying no. That's probably the easiest way to kind of figure out because what you're worth is what people are willing to pay. And they're going to haggle you down. So, just negotiate. Yeah. How do you give trophies to the first few TikToks? For me, on iOS, I type in the word award, AWARD, and then 3 little emojis come up, first, second, third. And then you can pick one. Easy peasy. Do you think over responding to comments can affect your video? There's one potential downside to commenting too much, and what that is it loses your community, your potential community, to the ability to kind of respond to each other. So I wouldn't necessarily answer every single comment, especially if you're getting a ton. First of all, it takes freaking forever. Second of all, half these people leaving these comments don't bother to read. You've already answered this question probably 40 times, and they want to sit there and ask it again. So they're actually, I don't know. I know some people are brand new to TikTok. But I mean, come on, like, take 10 seconds and flip through the comments to see if somebody's already asked the same thing you were about to ask, or comment the exact same thing, and it's got like 40 hearts or like 500 hearts. You know what I mean? Jelly says, why is it that I post myself dancing, less views, but when I ever duet of other people, it blows up? Well, first of all, duets are just they're working pretty well right now. Second of all, if you're duetting something, it's probably pretty popular, so people are, they've got more than one person to watch. So it's like it's good for the algorithm and it's good for entertainment. Like, they're not just watching you; they're watching you, and like whoever you're duetting with is probably pretty good, so they're probably like just enjoying the whole thing. Thank you for the TikToks there, the one who survived. Appreciate that. The goat yells like a crazy person. What, do you got a goat on your property there, Cargo? Can y'all hear me typing? Well, I'm gonna type. Tell me if y'all can hear me type. I'm actually gonna unmute my Twitch. It does sound kind of slightly muffled. What if I get a little closer? You sell goat's milk soap. Is that how you make a living? Goat's milk soap? I remember I went to Vermont and they had a bunch of like farmers doing that kind of stuff. James says, thoughts on responding to comment TikToks, beneficial or spammy? Responding to comment TikTok. I don't know what you mean. Can you be more specific, James? My parents' farm has the crazy goat. Oh, gotcha. All right, I'm gonna do some typing. Let's see if I can hear myself. Tappity tappity tap, tappity tappity tap 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 tap. You're gonna start a new TikTok promoting the soap. I think that's a great idea. Your wife makes the soap, and it's beautiful. Awesome. Dave on Hulu says fan interaction is necessary. Yeah, I definitely want you to. I definitely want all of y'all to interact with your fans, but I think there probably is a point of overdoing it. In the early days, you might want to just interact with every single person. I remember I would do for hours and just respond to everybody in the early days. That's that's not so much the case anymore. Beaver County soap. Cool. I just reached 12K and I don't know what to do. Well, whatever you got to, whatever you did to get 12K, do more of that. Done. Problem solved. Do I look like a pro with this pop filter looking microphone set up? Ben Pin says, I don't know whether I should go live or not. Well, you can go live and see if you like it. You see how many people show up, and then you'll get an idea. Why am I up at this time? I don't know. I like staying up late. It's fun. And I don't have to wake up early, or that early, even though I do wake up early. I feel like there should be a podcast going on now, too. It kind of is, because I'm putting all this on YouTube, which you can watch like a podcast. Chef's Thoughts, the podcast. What topics could we talk about? Get some TikTok influencers on. I can't believe my screen hasn't crashed. This is like outstanding. Jelly's back, y'all. Jelly is back. Any tip for getting unbanned? Well, if you're banned, how are you on the live? Yeah. You mean shadow ban? Any tips on starting a hype house page? Well, hype house is like a bunch of people living in a house. So first get a house. Get a bunch of creators to go live in it. Actually, I don't think hype house people actually live there. I could be wrong. Maybe some of them do. You're so tired. Oh, that's not Char. We got Charlie Grace Amelia in the house. Did you see my question up there? You might have missed it there, Jay. Sorry. If you wouldn't mind like typing it again. Well, if you're permanently banned from live streaming, that's not something I really dealt with. Um, that can't be good for your TikTok. I don't know what you did. I wonder how instrumental the whole hype house thing was for Charlie's growth. Who's the best Saints player on the team right now? There's this guy. His name is Drew Brees. He's a quarterback. He's probably the best player in Saints history. Ian, I was talking lead gen in business. You were talking lead gen in your stream and you got banned? Oh. Maybe you were being too spammy? Salesy, maybe? Well, hold on now, Trey. First of all, when a lot of people say they're... So basically, Trey's saying if you're shadow banned, delete your account. The problem is, most people who think they're shadow banned are not. And a lot of people who are shadow banned get out of it after a few weeks. By the way, y'all, I don't know if anybody's interested. I recorded a... I'm doing these TikTok consulting. So I recorded our last group consulting meeting for my TikTok, for basically my TikTok consulting clients. And y'all can kind of see how it works. I don't know if that's something anybody here is interested in seeing. I'm thinking about putting it up on my YouTube. Let me know if that sounds interesting. Thank you for the TikToks, Ian. Ooh, dropping some big time TikToks. Well, yeah, if you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, you really, really should be. Especially if you like these long form talks. I got some pretty good content on there. Mike Thomas is better than Drew right now. Maybe. It's Roman, you're interested? Okay. Alright. Thank you for the heads up. Jelly, it's cool to like focus on having fun and post the videos and see what people like and stuff like that. But I'll tell you this, when you start getting a lot more engagement on TikTok, it gets a lot more fun. You always get 600 views in 5 minutes and then they stall around 800. Okay, well, if that's what you always get, that's your baseline. So your goal right now should be 810. Once you get there, 820. Once you get there, 850. And small improvements over time will get you to where you want to go. And really be honest with yourself. It's like, why do I really, is this good or not? And ask some people that you don't know, and tell them to be brutally honest. What do you think about this? Because if you ask somebody that you do know, they're going to lie to you if they don't want to make things awkward. But if you ask somebody who you don't know, they have no reason to lie. How many shadow ban comments do I get a day? I get a lot of shadow ban. I get a lot of comments in my Twitch too about shadow ban. And so I put out a big shadow ban video, and it didn't do that well. But it was kind of like, here's what's really happening when people think they're shadow banned. And it only got a couple thousand views. I was like, oh, that sucks. It's probably one of my most powerful videos. Welcome to TikTok, Veronique. How many videos do you see using hashtags wrong? Pretty much all of them. How you doing, Kassan? My video isn't full screen right now because I'm streaming through my PC, which means I can play video games or do whatever. But one big benefit is I can also stream to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. So I'm going to show y'all what the video game streams look like right now. So check this out. Oh, let's see if it works. Hold on one sec. What do you know? My Elgato isn't working as usual. Well, other than that, it was a pretty good stream. I'm gonna do one little thing. If that doesn't work, I'm not gonna show y'all the gaming. But there might be something else I can show y'all. Like maybe we can go to TikTok. We can do some live reacts. Just to test it out. One sec. Yeah, it gets a little annoying to deal with the same questions, but it's also pretty eye-opening on like where people are, what they're thinking about, and stuff like that. Alright, there's nothing to work. Let's see if this works. Okay. Alright, we're gonna try something brand new. Brand new idea. Let me make this full screen. Let me turn that off. I don't know if y'all can. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to hear my screen. Let me try something. All right, let's hypothetically go to TikTok. Tell me if y'all can hear this. I'm just gonna click one of these. All right, I need to actually pull this up. All right, let's just click this first one and see what it is. Can y'all see this? Jeez.
I tried to sneak out, but the sound of my fat fucking pussy lips.
Whoa!
No bueno.
Right on the homepage of TikTok. Y'all should be able to hear that. Can y'all see? You can see it here. Hopefully no kids in here. I gotta check. I gotta see what this looks like. It sounds like from my phone. One sec. Okay. So I need to make this a little smaller. And put it in the middle of my screen. Alright, let's see. We got it in the middle of the screen now. Let's see if this matters. 2 million views, that's what's up. Wait, I can test it here. Okay, here's what I'll do. I'll move this over. And then it'll be right in the middle. There we go. And let me make this a little bigger like this. That's not what I want to do. There we go. Whoa. OBS is a pain, sorry y'all. Probably good enough, right? How's that look? Revolutionizing the TikTok streaming game right now. Well, y'all can see the video, but not the hashtags and stuff. Let me go over here. There we go. Should see some of it, and let me turn off these labels. All right, making progress. Thanks, Paul. All right, we're going to the next one. Let's see. Hopefully, it's not too bad. Scare prank on grandma. Nice. All right, Cargo. See you later. I mean, all these are super viral, so it's hard to hate, you know. I love. We got a hashtag FYP. I like these, the nosy ones. These are always pretty funny. I could do a live account review. I've never done it before. I'll tell you what, I'll do a live account review. I'll set a timer for 5 minutes, and whoever gives me the most gifts before that timer is over, I'll give it to you. Alexa, start a timer for 5 minutes. If you want an account review, biggest gifter gets an account review.
Stay down. Stay down. It's like 1872, nigga. I got more rights. Not fully, but I got some. Wipe it down. Wipe it down.
It's a.
Wipe it down.
I think Paul wants that account review.
All right, hi guys. So I have this dollar bill, right?
It's
I'm gonna write my name.
It's
on
Tony
this
Paul.
Right there. And if someone finds this,
It's
dollar,
Tony Paul is
with
in the
a
lead.
secret message that's
All right,
on
David
the document
Dobrik.
that only
I never
know,
watched
so
this
I know
guy's
that
stuff,
it's
but I
your
always hear
dollar,
about it.
I'm going to give you $10,000. So if you find this dollar from getting change from anything, duet this video, and I will get your information, and I will send you $10,000. Okay, I just used. All right, the dollar is in.
We're gonna do an account review for the biggest gifter, and we got 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Do I pay attention to Twitch chat anymore? Right now I can't, because I can only see it through the Lula tab. So I'm not watching Twitch chat right now.
I'm going to give you $10,000. So if you find this dollar from getting change from anything, duet this video, and I will get your information, and I will send you $10,000.
Right after the account review,
Good luck.
I think I'm gonna go to bed because it's getting really late here.
All right, hi guys. so I have this dollar bill, right? I'm gonna write my name on this.
So if you want an account review, biggest gifter
And if someone
in the
finds
next 3
this
minutes
dollar
gets an account
with a
review.
secret message that's written on the back of it,
Now,
that
if
only
you don't
I
have
know,
gift,
so I
that's
know that
okay.
it's my dollar, I'm
I have a
going to give
contest
you
going on right now if you want a free account
$10,000. So if
review.
you find this dollar from getting changed from
If you watch
anything,
my last
duet this
30
video,
posts, you'll find it.
and I will get your information and I will send you $10,000. Okay, I just used. Alright, the dollar is in circulation.
Well, yeah, if you have
Good
terrible
luck.
content, you don't want to be
First person joining me
investing.
with
If you really feel like you have
$17,000
horrible
to go.
content.
Hi guys, so I have this dollar bill, right? I'm gonna write my name on this, right?
All right, let me actually
And
watch
if
this
someone finds
content
this
now.
dollar with the secret message that's written on the back of it that only I know, so I know that it's my dollar, I'm going to give you $10,000. So if you find this dollar from getting changed from
Okay, he's
anything,
putting $1 out
duet
there
this video,
and duet
and
it.
I will get your information and I will send you $10,000. Okay, I just used. Alright, the dollar is.
Oh, there it is.
Anime is an important part of our culture. Oh, look at him just
I did one of these today on a skateboard.
way.
I'm going to do an account review in 2 minutes. Biggest gifter gets it. Right now, it's Tony. What's his name? It's Tony is winning. It's Tony Paul. Gamer mom niche. I like that. Wow, that's pretty slick. The backward walking. Hashtag FYP. Worked out. Doesn't help. Doesn't hurt that she's verified though. All my viral, every one of my viral videos did not have hashtag FYP, including one 18, maybe 19 million at this point. All right, 56 seconds to get your gifts in. Biggest gifter gets an account review. I'm gonna do it live for the first time ever, right here on the stream.
Fuck you! Fuck you! I'm gonna tell my mom! I'm gonna tell my dad. What you dad gonna do? Fuck your mom.
Oh, jeez.
So
It's
y'all,
not very
I just
kid
wanted to let
friendly.
y'all know, please be careful out here if you live in Chicago. It's a man riding around telling people to pop out their titty for a popsicle.
Jeez. Post Malone's wife, XOXO. Uh-oh, we got another bidder. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alexa, stop the alarm. Alright, how do we figure out who won though? Oh, stop. It's over. It's over. I think Tony won. What do y'all think? I don't know what all these things are worth. Love Bang is worth 25. Italian Hand is worth 5. Panda is worth 5. Alright, so I think it's got to be Tony who won. Alright, Tony, let's pull you up. Alright, Tony, what is it? Tony, what? It's Tony Paul. Alright, here we go. It's Tony Paul. So we go to tiktok.com/@ it's Tony Paul. Alright, Tony, you are a influencer with 1.1 million followers. Alright, here we go. So basically what I normally do, I flip through a bunch of your content, and then I give you the top things I think, the top 3 things I think you need to be focusing on to grow faster. Of course, you have a much bigger account than mine, so I'll do my best. Here we go. Why do I act like someone who has done so well on TikTok? Well, Do you think 50 million views is bad? Do you think 65,000 followers is bad? How many followers and views do you have, bud? You've had one video that's made it over 30K views in the whole of May. You might be right, but I'm pretty sure you're wrong. All right, here we go. Let me unmute. All right, so things that people think. Turn it down a little bit. So it seems like your content is focused on the younger demographic, middle school and younger. So far, that's kind of the impression I'm getting. Tricking people into that one seemed like it went on an extra 3 seconds than it should have. Let's see how many views it got. 2,500 views, and it was uploaded how long? 2 hours ago. That's still pretty new. But in that case, I'd like to see it. Just dude, once they read it, it's done. So, but again, if you're going after the younger demographic, like really young, it might take them actually that long to read it. All right, let's keep going. All right, 100K comments in 24 hours. And so far we're at 175. So let's see what the top one is. Dye your hair. Oh boy. Okay. I've seen people have success with that. Like put something on the line and then do whatever the top comment says. For that one, I kind of wish there was some kind of payoff at the end or something. It seemed to be like a little bit disappointing toward the end. So another version of the same one that we just watched, I guess. Let's see how this one ends. Again. Again, disappointing. I want to see a slap.
Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories, and the memories bring back you.
What is this? A sponsored post? These people are asking for a refund of the AirPod. They're threatening to call the police. That's not a good look, man. Please tell me you didn't take their money and not send them an AirPod. Yeah, that seemed like a sponsored post. It was a promo. This is interesting because that girl is looks like about 12 years old, and usually we see them sometimes getting suppressed, but I guess you're the adult. I think like when there's an adult in the shot, it doesn't really happen so much. Looks like another promo. 679 likes. Dude, I don't know what I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't really know what's happening here. To me, it's not clicking. Like, I guess you were just posting a fail, almost like a blooper.
Back it up. Hey, I'm a savage.
I can see this kind of stuff doing well. This looks like one of your most successful ones that I've seen so far. 22,000 likes.
Hey, splash. Hey, damn, your girl so fine, but her breath is like.
Let's see how many views this got. 78K. Definitely one of your most successful ones recently. What this is, man? What is this boosting stuff? So you're in a library boosting someone? What does boosting do? I don't even know what that is. Boost. Yeah, I don't know what that's about, man.
Alright, guys, I heard if Addison Rae grins, it goes viral, so let's see. Time will tell. 24 hours, let's make this go viral. Alright, guys, I
Got
heard
Addison. A little collab with Addison. Nicely done.
3, 2, 1.
Not surprised that one was successful.
This Apple Watch. New pair of Vans. Confetti cannon.
So I'm noticing something.
Gucci shoes and this MacBook. You can't click the button underneath my profile picture like and
I could dance like Michael Jackson.
It seems like you're not posting enough. Let's see. It looks like you're doing like a single post per day, and sometimes you're skipping. Look at that, dude. You only, and I don't know if you're deleting or privating unsuccessful stuff, but look, April 28th, 5/5. So that was like a full week between posts. 2 days between posts. Another 2 days between, like another day off.
Yo, bro, can you help me?
And then you like took another week off. So as you know, TikTok posts have a short shelf life. They don't last forever. It's getting harder out there. So that's gonna be a tip for sure. Like, you need to be posting more often. My first tip is watch your content length. And look, what you're doing is working, but like if you were posting every day or multiple times per day, instead of being at 1.1 million, you might be at 5 million, 6 million, 7 million. You know what I mean? And I guess my question to you is like, are you passionate about what you're doing? Like, are you happy doing this kind of content? If not, like, I think maybe part of the reason you're not posting more often is because you're doing stuff that you're kind of pandering to the platform. And what that means is you're creating content for kids. I don't think you love it. Because, dude, I remember when I was that age, and the last thing I want to be spending my time on is making content for like 8 to 10-year-old. You know what I mean? So, like, yeah, it's working, but I think now that you have that base, maybe it's time to start implementing a little bit more of what you're passionate about, and trying to figure out how you're gonna make that work. Maybe I'm way off, man.
Toast to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the drinks bring back all the memories.
If I back.
And then doing more. I don't know. I mean, do you like the Omegle stuff? Is that stuff that you enjoyed doing? Because that seemed like it worked pretty well. Fashion Nova.
A 7-letter word that starts with C and ends with ES. I'm waiting.
I'm moving too fast.
Yeah, bro. I just got back from China. I think I got corona. Like, I don't know. I think I got corona. Yo, Yeah, bro. I just got
That
back
look
from
pretty
China.
fake.
I think I got
I don't know. What do y'all think?
corona. Like,
Fake?
I don't know. I think I got corona.
I don't know. It just seems like
Oh.
people would start walking after the first call. Yeah. I mean, I guess my final tip for you, Tony, would be to implement more trends. Like you're doing. Just like put your own spin on whatever's trending on TikTok. It seems like you kind of got into the habit of doing your own thing and doing these things that they garner a lot of views. But again, I don't think it's what you're passionate on. So like put your own passionate spin on trends. So I'm gonna call it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed your review there. Oh, I saw somebody with the moon symbol. Hope you enjoyed your review. I think you got some awesome stuff going on. I do have to call it a night because it's getting super late for me. All right, y'all. Have an amazing night. And by the way, I have a TikTok tips guide in my TikTok bio. It's free. If you download it, you'll get access to my Discord. Also free. You can hop in there and just meet some cool people. So y'all have an amazing night, and I'll see y'all soon.